Welcome back to the 4th episode of The Weave. Before the quick break, Genhorn had a close encounter of the cat kind. And some kind of weird unicorn spirit went inside your body. You were talking about this as everyone kind of Silas and Scholar kind of like reached where you were, and you were exchanging words with Scholar. So
so if you've got any spare food, I'm pretty sure he's hungry right now, but
he's always hungry. He had some breakfast.
alright.
You
Okay.
feed him too much, he gets fat, and then he's no good to anyone.
Silas says you've had too much food for today, so
No. More food is always good.
he said more food is always good.
What do you say to him? You tell him that you'll have lunch when he has lunch.
You can have lunch when we have lunch.
I haven't been fed today.
He had breakfast.
You can't.
It's true. I haven't been fed.
Roll inside! 22!
22. He's lying.
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not lying.
I know you're lying. I saw you have breakfast this morning.
Oh. What about second breakfast?
11 seasons?
Right. You, stop being so greedy. Come on, we've got to go to the house.
Let's get out of here. It smells too much like gut.
Alright, he doesn't like the smell anyway, so we're leaving.
Oh, well, okay. Sure, this will come in handy though. He's well trained, but if you can actually give him some more direct instructions at times, that'll be useful.
Like what?
I don't know. Well, I can tell him to guard, but he doesn't know who to look out for.
Okay. Silas. Not Silas.
What?
Scholar. Even. By the way, my name is Gunnorn.
Hello, I know.
And this is Millie.
I know.
Okay. We're friends of you.
Of you.
But okay.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
You're not back yet.
Do you know bad people?
Hmm?
Do you know bad people?
Bad people. No, people are good. People feed me
Okay.
and pet me
Yeah.
and keep the houses warm so I can lay beside the fireplace. People are good.
Okay. So you just want somewhere warm with food. I mean, that's generally what most animals seem to want. So.
Yeah. There are some people that are not good though.
Like who?
Yeah, like people that attack my master.
Yeah. Well, I see your point of view there.
Yeah, but my master can't take care of himself and me. Except when he doesn't give me second breakfast.
I'll make sure to let him know about second breakfast from now on.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Start smelling around.
So let's make our way to this house then.
So you start making your way towards Trollskull Alley. You keep making your way there, and you arrive at the alley, entering through the south entrance. You see a mixture of shops and housing, like the inner part of the alley, as it were. It is all surrounded by buildings, and it's quite a nice area. There are many houses, but definitely you can tell that one of the biggest houses in the whole alley is this manor that you see. It's 4 stories tall. It has some balconies, but and this kind of like turret chimney coming out of the slanted like gabled roof, and the windows, the balconies, the doors, everything is boarded up, and you can see signs of disrepair. It looks like it was like a grand place back in the day, but no use and no maintenance have taken its toll in the architecture. You can definitely see that from the street level. You can see that the roof might need some work. Some tiles have kind of like sunk, and you guess it might leak. And you see I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually give you how the alley looks. So the house, the manor. So the south is the other way around. So you enter here, and this is the manor. This is the tower, and you can definitely tell that the entrance to the tap room is here, where there is a big double door, and that's all you can see from here. You don't see any other, and windows, and everything is boarded up, and you can't see any other entrance to the place.
So our building is like bigger than everything else around it.
It appears to be bigger than the rest of the houses around it, and you see shops and on both sides of the streets. If you look on one side, you can see a small wooden sign above a shop, which is if you want to mark it there on the map, as you enter
From the south.
yeah, you enter from this side, but this house has a sign here. So that house is going to mark it, and it's a sign of a bent nail, essentially, sticking out of the wooden sign. You see also there is, from another house, there is like smoke and steam billowing from the many windows of a house that appears to have many windows, kind of towards the street.
The smoke is coming out of the windows.
Yes, smoke and steam coming out of the windows, but it's not like fire smoke. It's just wispy light smoke from this one here.
But it's not purple smoke.
No, that you saw as you were coming on the main street. One thing that you notice is this house here, like essentially opposite the manor, this one here. You can see up top on the sorry, one second. It is a 3-story house, and on the 3rd floor you can see what appears to be a greenhouse, because it has like glass and crystal. And you, from the street level, you can see a rainbow of flowers like blossoming within the 3rd floor of this house that is essentially opposite the manor.
Looks like the kind of place that you're going to make some friends with up there. Some spicy flowers.
Oh, that's quite weird, isn't it? I wonder how much that glass costs though. I mean, the glass bottles were quite expensive. I didn't realise glass is quite, must be someone quite well off.
And on this one, no, it's all right, leave that. And on this one, here you see another sign on this house. It appears to be a simple, nondescript building, except for the fact that it has there's a sign with an orange and black. The orange and black wooden sign featuring 2 cat eyes, cats, a cat, like those cats. Just the eyes, not the rest of the head or anything. So orange and black with 2 cat eyes. And as you look around, finally you see what appears to be a bookstore, just based on what it looks from the outside, and it's adorned with a charming sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls, instead of being like a classic
Is
treasure.
that the cat house or the different one?
A different one.
Which one?
Mark it
Okay.
in a second. It is. Because it's the other way around. It's
That's
actually
right.
quite confusing. Yeah, there we are. It is this one. This one has. This is the bookstore.
That's number 5 then. No. This doesn't look too bad, does it?
Roof looks a little dodgy.
Right.
Biggest house in the area.
I've seen you pretty good with locks.
Yeah, but where's the side door? I can see the entrance to what looks like the tap rooms, but didn't Volo mention there was some kind of door around the side?
I
To
thought, I thought that's what he meant.
Right around the back, right? Like he said, there's up some stairs or something.
Yeah.
Well, should
yeah,
we go with the
those.
tap room first? So they've got a key for that, and just check it out.
I
Like,
suppose.
what if there's ghosts in there? Like, what are we gonna say? What are we gonna say? Like,
Please don't attack us.
I mean, that's a bit presumptuous. I mean, maybe they'd be offended if you go in there and say, "Hi, please don't attack me." And they think, "Why do you think I'm gonna attack you? I'm just a ghost."
How about we're the new owners? Who wants a drink? We can serve you some spirits. And then,
Oh,
Oh, here's a good one.
and then you know, a little bartender cheek.
I like that. Let's do that.
Okay, so within this facade on this side, yeah, those are the doors. There is a small set of stairs that lead to kind of like a landing, and that's where the entrance to the tap room is, leaving the tower to your left, essentially. Everything is boarded up. There are a couple of ravens at the very top of the tower that are just perched there.
Does the tower have windows?
Yes, it has.
Well, they
and-
boarded as well, isn't it?
yeah, everything is boarded up, and you see the main doors to the tap room. They have been boarded up, and there is like a really big chain with like strong, bold links, kind of wrapped around the boards, and a really big.
I'll take out that iron key that got
Mhm.
from Volo and put it in the.
Yeah, you go. It takes a bit of like wrangling because it's kind of rusted, but you eventually go and opens.
Right, well, time to go in, I guess.
Do you see
Yeah.
those birds up there? That's a good sign, right? There's life.
Yeah.
Hello.
I remember an old saying to take the house with the
No response.
crows, so I guess
They didn't.
take the house with the ravens.
They didn't. Oh, it's not very.
I do
bit
not
rude, wasn't
They,
it?
they kind of like look at you. They don't respond.
Excuse me. Do you know if this house has ghosts in it?
Well, we know it has ghosts in it, right? Don't waste your time.
No answer.
Oh, they
Right,
need to
can
go
you
and
only
talk
talk
to
to animals that don't fly? Is
I think maybe they're just quite rude. So ravens are a bit like that sometimes.
Do you want to hold this chain?
You want me to hold the chain?
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
do that.
You grab it. It's quite heavy.
Just like wrap it up on my shoulder.
Okay. Put it on your shoulder.
I don't know what to do with this, but
The lock and put it in my bag.
Okay.
And then.
Okay. So there's still one piece of wood that is kind of like stuck to the door with 2 nails. So you go.
do you want to hammer that?
I'll see if I got it. Oh, feeling a little bit more limber today.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, it was nearly a 13.
Yep.
9?
You're putting. It's
it? Gunnar?
a strong piece of wood
Yeah.
with 2 big, 2 big
I'll
nails.
go on
and
this
one on
side,
each
you go
side
the
to get
other.
my crowbar out.
Just put one hand on it.
So you're gonna pull on one side.
And the other.
Oh yeah, so make an advantage
You
athletics
got
check.
it.
Athletics. 12.
Okay.
What's your plus?
So
As
you're taking the crowbar, the rogue goes and boom, one of the ends comes unstuck.
Teamwork.
Go in with the crowbar on the other end.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You don't have to roll with the crowbar. You apply leverage and go, pong, and now the whole thing, which is only kind of like hanging from one end, goes, boom, 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 in the landing.
I look around to see if anyone's.
There are a few people walking about, and one of them kind of like looks at you strange. Appears to be some kind of woman with a wicker basket. Witch.
It's alright, we got a key.
And she rushes away from the alley, kind of like.
We're the new owners. Nice to meet you.
Neighbours seem very friendly.
Yeah.
So before we go in, we should have a plan, right? So if we're gonna open. You can speak to rats as well. I'm okay with rats, but if they come out at me and it's a surprise, I'm not okay with that.
Well,
So
do you want me to go in first?
you
and
go
see
in
if there's
there,
any
you
rats?
say, "Hey rats, please don't surprise me," and we're good.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And then the ghosts, we can speak to these. And then the ghosts, I don't know. Can anyone speak to ghosts? All of us? I don't know.
Mate, this place used to be an orphanage. Why is there a pub on an orphanage?
But that was before the pub.
Yeah, but then they said the two bits didn't connect. The two buildings don't connect, so they renovated the orphanage for it to become a pub.
Maybe it's hard running an orphanage.
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 Seems very strange, isn't it? For a building to be an orphanage and then for it to be bought out and then turned into a pub seems a little bit.
Maybe it was an orphanage and a pub at the same time, but it got closed down because that's a bad
Gentrification, isn't
idea.
Yeah, lots of drunk children. Go on then, give us a little shout out to these rats.
So I open the doors.
Okay, so you open the doors, and inside immediately the smell of dust and a place where not many people have been in for an amount of years, kind of like fills your nostrils immediately. There is a dusty wooden plank floor, a hearth on one end, cold. A bit of the black stain marks of fires raging, back in the day. There is a bar. There are some broken pieces of furniture, pieces of wood. It appears that whatever furniture here was useful, apart from everything that is bolted down, like the bar, which is part of the structure, it has been taken away or broken. The shelves, some of them are missing, some of them are still there, the shelves behind the bar, but there's nothing in there except broken pieces of stuff. Except for what over the bar, behind it, in the wall, you see what appears to be some kind of, the only thing that's still there, some kind of portrait that is askew and covered in cobwebs, like the rest of the place. This is the only thing you can see as the light kind of comes in from the outside.
Hello, is there anyone or any animals or anything in here?
Silence.
Oh, I don't think there's anything in
Alan, Millicent, sorry. Do you want to cast some light inside? The windows are all bordered, so we're not going to be able to see
right,
much.
yeah, sure. I got nothing to cast at all.
there. Put on my shield.
Touch a shield, cast light on it.
Okay. As it illuminates a bit more, you can see now that there is a keg of what could be beer or ale behind the bar, but from here it's kind of has a wet stain looking exterior, which tells you that it might have leaked. You are familiar with how to store liquors and everything, so it could be rotten. There is and there's not a lot else you can see except for broken pieces of everything and a single tall glass, like for drinking wine, sitting on the bar at the very end, what appears to be covered in dust, same with everything else.
There's one glass left, so we've got one glass to start the bar with.
We could serve one customer.
Yeah, they're quite expensive though, glass, so...
You do seem to be quite concerned about the price of glass.
It's real expensive.
Yeah.
Well, as I walk in, I'm going to pick up one of the sort of broken bits of furniture, like a chair or something that's sort of broken, and then just smash it in the fireplace, like on the ground.
Okay, you smash it and the wood has been rotten, so it breaks very very easily, and you have like pieces of it.
You light that like you did the candle.
It is quite cold in here.
So,
Try.
I'm gonna.
In fact, it's colder than the outside because the wind has been leaking in through the cracks in the wall and windows. But because the sunlight never hits it, it kind of like has this chilly interior. Sorry.
I say I'm gonna grab the wooden plank that was outside, like board in the place,
Mm-hmm.
and bring it in. Anyone's got anything to break this with?
might be a bit
where?
sodden, might it, from the snow.
My knee.
Oh my god, go see Ronnie.
No, I don't know why.
It's the children.
I don't know what happened.
No!
You're like,
They're autistic children. I don't know why that's scary, but it is.
It's scary how talented they are.
Yeah, I can give you try and give you a hand with that if you want.
So I try and cast prestidigitation to
Okay, you
light
go.
the fire.
It takes a while because the wood is rotten and wet. You notice that the floor, it has rotten wet marks. So the leaking that might happen, all over the place, is kind of like filtrating all the way down here. Or when the rain hits at an angle, all the windows, so it takes a while. But after you dry it up, it's going to take about 5 minutes to get a fire going.
I'd give her a hand with
Yeah,
What's
sure.
a bit of druid.
They're doing that, I'll go around with the crowbar and just start taking off planks off the windows. Presumably it's boarded from the inside.
It is boarded from the inside.
Yeah, so just
Okay, you go. So as you start removing them, you notice that some of the window shutters, there's like 2 of them, they are not in good shape, so they are kind of askew or whatnot. One of them is missing a big piece that was covered with a plank. So some light starts filtrating.
Is there glass on the window?
No, it's
Just
all,
holes.
Yeah, it's just holes and with wood. The glass has been. There appears to be pieces of glass around it. At one point there was, but now it's just all gone.
Do you reckon I should leave these boards on until we can get these windows repaired?
Oh yeah, there'll just be big holes.
Yeah.
If there's shutters, then we can just keep them shut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from now, but I'll go around and I'll take them off the ones with shutters on.
Okay.
So any that don't have working shutters, I'll leave boarded.
Okay. So you're gonna try and essentially leave no holes.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
reboard the one that I opened that
Yeah.
the shutter was broken on.
Okay. So you grab there with the crowbar. You you bend the nail a bit, but you manage to put it in place.
Well, this looks
Like a lot
the
of
worse for wear.
Bit of a fixer-upper.
Bit of a fixer-upper indeed, yeah.
And as you're all doing this, you notice that the portrait that is kind of askew, hanging there behind the bar with the cobwebs, it is a portrait of several people. They are posing for the portrait, mostly smiling, and you can tell that it's kind of has an amateur. It's not a really good portrait. It's not like a super professional that made this. But you see a comely pair of halfling, possibly brother and sister, just by their looks. Brown skin and the same kind of moppy hair. They are dressed to wait tables, essentially, the 2 halflings. You see an elf behind the bar setting up a glass, and a large human, heavy set, with a moustache, very pale white skin, holding a cask over his shoulder as he poses for the picture, the heavy set human. The elf has kind of like a coppery skin and straight long hair that is tied in a ponytail behind his back. And they are all smiling, other than the elf. That he appears to have some kind of sour skull as he's pouring this glass. And he's just there.
I'm gonna approach that actually.
Yep.
Yeah, look. Firstly, I'm gonna lift it up a little bit and see if there's anything behind it.
Nothing behind it.
I'm just gonna.
Did they write on the back?
Sorry?
Did they write on the back of it? Does it say their names or anything?
Yeah.
I know you do that sometimes. I don't know.
Okay.
You turn it around.
Yeah,
So you
I'll
pick
turn
it
it
up,
around,
turn it around, and it does say Liv, the Tibrook, and Synog.
Leaf.
Liv,
That's
L-I-F.
previous owner.
The Tibrook siblings and Synog, C-Y-N-O-G.
C-Y-N-O-G.
Sign of the what?
And,
Oh no. Okay.
and Synog. The
So the halflings are the siblings, right?
yeah. I mean,
And
that's what you can tell.
Sinog must be the elf or the.
I imagine it's got to be the human, right? The elf doesn't seem to be too.
Is it friendly?
Why would you paint someone in there that's not happy? Like you paint a smile on his face, and it's a much nicer picture, right?
I mean,
Do you know a lot about art?
I mean, I know people like being happy.
well, not
Most
everyone.
people, yeah.
Some people like being miserable.
Didn't Leaf
I don't
die?
like
Well,
Leaf.
Leif was the previous owner.
Yeah,
Well,
I mentioned he died.
Yeah, but I don't think he said how he died though.
I imagine it's probably the elf, if I'm honest with you. Not the...
I'm gonna put the portrait back again.
It's a little bit racist,
put it-
but
What's racist, sorry?
You put it back. You put
Yeah.
it back. You
Well, yeah, I
straighten
tried
it
to
up.
straighten it up.
As you
just
straighten it up-
for the owner to be carrying the casks.
You think you hear just behind you when you look at it. There's nothing. Like someone stepping on a board.
you alright?
Yeah. Did you step on a board right now? Anyone stepped on a board, made your
I
nose?
think so.
I am currently stepping on boards. I'm in
But
the forest.
They were moving about and making noise, but there was a noise very like close to you.
I heard something. There might be some kind of rat or something near on the.
Do you want me to
Around the
come in
bar.
and say hello,
Just gonna
Mr.
look around the bar.
Mr.
area.
Rat? Hello.
You'd have to be a hell of a rat to make a board screen.
Oh yeah, I told you about the sewer rats, didn't I? The big ones.
Yeah, that's quite funny actually. That wouldn't be such a problem now if you could just tell them to bugger off.
Anyway.
Well, I don't know if he's listening. I think the impression I'm getting, I spoke to some bats the other night.
Some bats.
Some bats, yeah. Before, so I could sort of speak to animals before, but not just like without having to cast a spell. But I spoke to some bats and they were after some fruit, and then I spoke to the cat and he was after food, and then scholars after. I'm starting to get the impression that most animals would do
I
things
feel
for
like
food.
it just seems like food is the,
Yeah, we should probably start carrying food around with us just in case we meet any animals.
What do rats eat?
probably us if
I think
they were
anything,
big ones.
really.
Yeah.
Sorry, one last bit that I forgot to mention. Outside the door, there was a rusting iron signpost. Just the post.
Mm.
As there was nothing hanging off it, but you would know that it was, to hang something from it.
I was just going to like look around the bar, see like open any sort of
Okay.
containers.
Yeah, you start going.
See
The
if
doors.
there's anything.
Everything is pretty much broken and unusable or in really bad shape, except for the glass at the very end of the bar that appears to be in good shape. And you find in one of the only thing you find is in one of the sorry, like behind the counter underneath. In one of the doors you open, a small bottle of what might have been wine, but you see stained areas all around it, all inside it. You're not very familiar with wine, but when you put it upright, the stains of how the liquid was resting inside kind of stays, and it has a sickly, greenish looking.
Oof. So the only thing left to drink is this. Do you recognise what this might be, you two? What are you, Solace?
Come.
Wait, don't drink it, fella.
It has a wax.
Oh, it's a wax seal.
Yeah, it's a wax seal.
I was
No.
going to smell it, but can I just tip it? Can I? Let me have a look.
Have a look. Don't open it yet.
What does it look like?
With your expertise in knowledge of brewing, these might have been wine once, and now it's probably a very rotten, horrible vinegar.
Oh yeah, it's probably gone off that.
Is there a label on it at all?
There's a discolored label that you can probably identify the sign of the guild of Brewers and Vintners on a corner.
I want to pick up the glass at the end. Does it look weirdly clean?
No, it's all dusty. Same dusty as the rest of the bar. And in fact, as you pick it up, you see now the perfect circle of where it was resting.
And I'm going to look at the glass that Leaf is holding in the picture.
Yeah, appears similar. It's a glass that probably, was used to serve when that picture or portrait was painted.
And then look at the bottle that he's pouring from in the picture, and look at the bottle that was under the...
Maybe, I don't know. It's very hard to tell. It's a very amateur portrait. So.
Do you feel like you want to invoke the spirits by...
I thought maybe there's a random glass and a random bottle and a picture of a guy pouring a bottle into a glass.
Well, Millicent seems pretty keen about talking to ghosts, so
Yeah.
let's just do it.
Well, wine's supposed to get better with age, right? You leave it a long time, it gets better.
Not bad wine, sadly.
I don't know enough about this in the game, so I'll shut up.
I mean,
You would
I don't know enough about it in game neither, but
you would have heard. So you both know that in order for wine to keep. So it's real life. It's a myth that all wine gets better with age, and it needs very special care, temperature, and modern techniques of conservation to keep it.
So these two might know, but we wouldn't.
so this
Yeah.
is why I know that all wine gets better with age.
You're free to have yourself a sip.
No, I don't drink.
Oh yeah, you didn't have any of that wine last night, did
I don't think I'm allowed to. It's fine.
you? I mean, you're not allowed to. How old are you?
Like what? Why? What?
Well, I mean, you partake in drinking ales, but...
I mean, I sipped of it. I just don't think I'm supposed. Like getting drunk is bad, right? I mean, you're not
Well,
supposed to. You drink too
no.
much, and I'm quite small, and it's.
Well, if getting drunk is bad, then maybe I am one of the bad guys. And with that, I'm going to take the...
Drink it. Okay, so you break the wax. The wax, instead of having these, the wax that is used to seal bottles, it's kind of like plasticky and flexible. Whereas this, having dried up over a long period of time, it has cracks in it. So as you try to pull off, cracks, and it's almost, you end up with wax dust in your hand. And the smell immediately hits you. Well, this is very vinegary.
I'll walk around as if I'm server side,
Mhm.
and then check the painting, and then be like, try and...
Okay, so you pour a glass, it goes bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah...
Sound coming from one end of the room.
What was that?
If that's rats, I'm gonna be so.
I'm gonna check. I'll check that out. Okay.
Okay, so you go to where you heard that. It's around the bar, and you see a hatch there.
Oh, there's a secret hatch.
It's closed,
Do you think there's a basement?
but the sound appears to come from there.
Oh, there's a secret basement.
Well, I mean, is it a secret basement or the hatches that are visible for all to see?
I mean, it's quite visible now.
But those halflings, they didn't know about the things, and their
Yeah.
hole in their basement was like pretty
Secret
obvious too.
basement.
So.
Yeah, that's true.
And and past the hatch, you see a door that is slightly ajar. That leads to an area that you can imagine is either the pantry or
So this is
pantry
down. This
or
is
the
like
kitchen.
down below the.
No. It is past the hatch on the same floor.
Oh, this is a hatch on the wall.
No, the hatch is on the
Actually,
floor.
ground,
Okay.
but the
Ground.
ground past it.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, it looks like there might be a pantry or something in there, but there's a hatch down here.
Is it locked?
Is there like a handle on it at all? Or
Yeah, the handle.
I'll try and open it.
Okay, you open.
Does it
Yeah.
match the noise?
I mean, it all makes noise of rusty hinges that haven't been moved in a long time, and everything makes slightly
But it's made
similar
of the same
sound.
stuff. I mean, it,
So I'll direct my shield down there.
I don't know. He's
Okay, so you put your shield in front of you,
Because the lights on
and you
the shield.
see a set of stairs that go down, stone. and it smells moldy and damp, and you can see that everything is wood here, whereas down there is stone and stone walls.
Yeah, it's going to go down into the basement, I think.
And it smells of probably of rotten ale, or yeah, there's a stench.
It does not smell good though. I think it's all gone a bit rotten down there. So
Should we have a look?
yeah, do you want to?
Put the bottle and the glass down on the bar.
Okay.
Shall I lead the way?
Yeah, you've got the light.
So okay, so you start going down there with the light. What was the
Yeah,
light
he's got
on?
the shield.
Oh, the
shield,
shield.
2020.
Wow. Yeah, it's not a very big basement, and it has kind of like two areas. As you walk down crouching, you reach the landing there, and immediately the wall and onto your left. So the stairs is onto the right side of the room, and you see onto your left what appears to be an ale cellar. There are kegs, and they're kind of like rotten and stained with leakage from whatever they held. And then there's an opening in the stone, kind of like an arch, and a second room there to your left. And from there's a very strong vinegary smell. So you can imagine that this was an ale cellar, and then the next one was a wine cellar. And there are some casks, and there is about an inch in the whole area, in this room and the next, the whole surface of the floor, there's about an inch of water that smells like sewage, or like it doesn't smell good.
Smells like Narwhal and beers here.
And you hear coming from the wine cellar, look, like dripping, some kind of, and look, dripping on the inch of water.
I think we should check behind them barrels just to make sure we haven't got any holes in our walls.
I'm starting to think that Murdo kind of ripped us off here. This place is a mess.
I mean, what were you
You're
expecting?
spooked like you've seen a ghost, and I mean, he says he's looking for rats, but I've not seen no rats, and I bet there's rats in here. And the whole place there's no windows, the door is bust, and
Well, look,
There's a whole
it's
of
not
3 floors. there as well.
ideal, and 100 gold would have been almost unquestionably better, but if the downstairs here is a write-off, at least we've still got the upstairs to look at, and that might be somewhat more salvageable. I mean, we don't realistically opening a tavern is outside of our reach at this point in time. Without,
one in a house with some ghost friends.
well, then we haven't found the house yet, but that's what I'm saying.
The ghosts are still a very likely probability we might find him.
Yeah, what is with all those
I
weird
don't know.
noises?
As you're talking, I mean, you have the light on and you're still looking around, and you notice Genhorn then behind the stairs, as you're kind of like poking,
So we grab his foot.
you see what appears to be a fresco that is painted there in the wall, in the stone wall, and it appears to be a group of children, kind of like running around and playing.
What kind of monster would paint that?
And but the striking thing is it looks almost like the faces, the hands, the knees, the elbows, they all have been carved out a bit from the wall, almost extending just a few millimeters from the wall, giving it a relief, like not a bas relief. Those are the inwards. What's the one that go?
And boss?
The ones that go out of the wall, as it were, the opposite of a bas relief, kind of almost, but the shapes of the children that are running around, they almost look to be coming out of the wall. You know, the face, the elbows, the shoulders, the knees, they are carved almost as trying to break through the wall and come out and play.
Yeah, Millicent, there's your children.
And you notice one thing.
They're all moving.
There are two pieces missing. One of the faces is missing of one of the children that are coming out, and the hand of another children. And there are very different races. Yeah, I mean, like a collection of races and skin colors
When you
and
say
hairstyles.
missing,
Huh?
when you say missing, do you mean like broken off or just not?
No, it appears that the carving of the face that is kind of like this bas relief coming out of the wall has been kind of scratched or broken,
Okay.
and a hand is missing.
Lovely. Should we continue down to
Down.
what's presumably the wine cellar?
Yeah,
Just
I
round
mean,
the corner.
should I start like just gently on the relief, just touch it, just to check that
Yeah,
there's
you
like
touch it, you can trace your fingers, and you can perfectly follow the very good relief. That's the opposite. Bas relief? Relief. The very good relief that has been carved out to almost suggest that the children are coming out to play from the fresco.
It's quite unsettling, isn't it?
Fresco.
I mean, all of it really. If this was an orphanage, why were they in the cellar? Why is this here? And who carved it?
Hello? Child? Is there anybody here
Yeah, okay.
other than us?
Can you knock that off? It's a bit.
No response.
I mean, it's
Much.
only creepy if they reply. I mean, it's not even creepy. They could be nice. I don't want us to get on the wrong foot with these
What's
ghosts. They could be nice.
Can we tell the race of the two ones that are missing body parts?
Yes, one appears to be. They both appear to be human, with different shades of skin colors.
Okay.
Gonna feel around in the sewage just by the painting to see if I can feel like the bit that might have broken off.
Okay, so you look there, and it is very hard to tell because that inch of sewage water is super dark and nasty. But you know, with the foot you move around. Oh, okay. So you go there and you attach, and it doesn't appear to be there. The floor is smooth as far as you can tell.
That's weirder than what I was
And
doing.
now your leather boots are like sunk in 1 inch of sewage.
Well, since you're there already, you want to go check the wine cellar. We'll wait here. You already got your feet wet.
Yeah, I assume everyone else is on the stairs.
Oh, everyone
still.
else was by the painting because he was touching it.
Oh, well, you were by the painting, yes, because you were
Yeah.
touching it. So
I'm
you two are
still at the
out,
stairs.
and
yeah.
you.
I'm still on the stairs. I just
Okay.
wanted to call out to the ghost babies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Many friends.
Yeah, should we go and check the wine cellar?
Yeah, may as well see where the leak's coming from.
Yeah.
I love the random sounds from time to time.
So we're gonna. Are you coming or are you staying?
I'm staying here.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and I'm gonna send that with them.
Okay. I mean, when you can't see anymore, you cannot send it around.
It's fine. It's an empty gesture. I didn't.
Okay. You send your mage hand with them, and you two walk into the wine cellar. And there you see two large wine casks that are onto one side that you couldn't see from the outside. But they are all very much stained, and you can assume they leaked, so oxygen might have come in, and you would know that with oxygen they would have gone as bad as that bottle upstairs. You look around. Perception check with advantage, one of you, as you are.
Whatever, who's got highest perception?
Probably you. Roll a dice.
Do you have proficiency? +5.
+5.
Do you want to roll one?
Oh, do you want to? Yeah, sorry, that's
What? I rolled a 10.
17.
17. Okay. So you see there are like broken racks, and as you're looking around, behind one of the casks there is another bottle of wine, like the one from upstairs, that is lying on its side and covered by the 1 inch of sewage water. But you have your shield out with your light. But as far as you can tell, it's not looking as bad. is not like stained. The wax seal seems to have held better.
Yeah, this one's. I'll pick it up.
Okay.
This one looks alright. Bit covered in sewage, but
Better, as long as it hasn't gone to the wine. You reckon we should open that one at the bar as well, see what happens?
yeah, if you want.
Worst comes to worst, we have a drink.
To have a quick look around.
You move it, and this one hasn't stained the inside of the glass as the one upstairs. This appears to be flowing more naturally inside.
To have a quick look around while we're there as well, just to
Yeah. You look around.
look at the room.
Is the vinegar coming from the casks, the smell, the broken racks, and nothing else that catches your eye?
Well, yeah.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Gonna have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
We're going to try and cast minor illusion. So we're in a little segmented room.
Yeah.
Cast minor illusion through the door to the bottom of the stairs and try and make my little ghost baby that I was making before.
Okay, make a spellcasting check.
16.
16. Okay. So you're there with your mage hand, and suddenly, like,
So it'll be at the
bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Suddenly in front of you, at the bottom of the stairs, like a spectral form appears in place, motionless.
Oh my god. Do you see that?
You see it too.
Hi there.
I'm gonna come running out. Ghost babies everywhere! Run!
Splash, 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 walking.
I take my sword out.
He's not doing anything. Hi.
From around the
Friend?
corner.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
12.
12. Okay. What's your passive insight? Do you have insight?
I have insight proficiency, so it'll be 13.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, okay, that's Silas. Wait a second.
I got 12.
You got 12.
12.
Yeah, you would both realize that Silas is making noises from the other room.
Oh, wait.
That's a very convincing.
I'm a ghost, baby.
Hi. I'm shushing you, but I'm talking to the baby.
Hey, baby ghost.
We're friends, right? Do you live here? Sorry, I don't really know how to react to these
Voy a
things.
hacer que aparezca una en el otro.
Okay, roll a d20.
You cheat!
Pero el mío se mueve.
Okay, what do you roll?
My spellcasting with 14.
14. Okay. So as you are, Elliot, as you are kind of poking around the corner because you need to see the spot where you cast it and making noises, you suddenly feel something rising from the water next to you. Bigger. And it's moving.
I'm trying to have a look.
And it's just floating in place there what appears to be some kind of spectre. And just moving.
It's like
Billowing.
It's like hiss. Oh, you'll see me suddenly jump from the round head. There's
What?
ghosts.
What, the one you made?
No, real ones. Backing up like with my...
You're backing up with the sword, you break your concentration and the illusion disappears.
It's all fun and games until the ghosts show up.
Where's the ghost?
Down in the wine cellar. It must not like that we took the bottle.
It's still there, still billowing in the direction you were. So as you move, it didn't track you. It's
I'm not sure that it's seen me, but it's just know that the bottle's gone.
Wait, is one of you two doing this?
So we make a.
This. Oh, the baby's gone.
Are we all just going to use magic to make pretend ghosts for the next 20 minutes? Is that the... Because
I was practicing
Wait,
it,
did
but
you
I
do
didn't
this?
do it.
There was a baby at the bottom
I
of the stairs.
can't do that.
I'm
so
just
it
gonna
feels
make the ghost disappear in the
Okay,
wine.
so you go. And this one, it is a very cramped space, and the shield illuminates the whole area. You can see it kept going, and the spirit goes and disappears in the water.
Can't you?
God, I thought we were playing this game. This
I was playing
it was
this game.
I think you won the game. Right, we're going to open another bottle of wine.
Mine as well. How'd you get it to move?
Learn from the best.
I didn't teach you. Ruffle my leathers back into place and put my sword away.
Yep.
So I'm going to clean the bottle of wine up a little bit if I can.
Okay, yeah, it has one side like full of like sewage, like nastiness.
Yeah, you found another bottle of wine. Thinking maybe pour that one. Listen out for any strange noises again.
Right. So neither of those ghosts are real.
No, the first one was my doing.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a ghost at the beginning, but then when I realized you were making those noises,
Yeah, I'm not very good at that anymore.
yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't make fun of these ghosts. If they come out and they're offended by what we're doing, they're not going to be nice to us at all.
Yeah,
we're not going to have
ghosts-
ghost friends. We're going to have ghost enemies. And that's
Goes to
not
people
fun.
too.
Do you know ghost etiquette?
I mean, don't make fun of them would be number one. I imagine.
Okay, I guess that applies to anyone.
They used to be people. I imagine if you make fun of people, that people will get offended.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't make your illusion on the image of like any of the people who just saw the portrait, so it's not really. And I was copying of him, so it should be right.
But maybe they will be flattered.
Are you coming upstairs to do this bottle thing?
Wait. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Okay, you come out of the house. You all go upstairs.
I'm gonna grab the wine glasses and just open the door, chuck the wine that's in the
Yep.
glass out, and then just like run it through the snow.
Okay, so
To
you
get
go outside.
Yeah, just to get some water
Yeah.
in it, and then just
So where did you see the ghost last time? Where did you hear the ghost last? Where did you hear noise last time?
it came from round where you found the trapdoor, didn't it?
Yeah, I just heard noise.
Okay, I'm gonna go stand over there when you pour this new wine. If they like some ghost appears, then I'll say hello. We got a new ghost friend.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, but if you try and do a stupid voice, you know, it's getting a bit old now.
You seem real spooked by these ghosts. I think they're gonna be nice.
I
That's
don't
fine.
like it. It's a bit weird. Ghosts. I don't want to live in a house with ghosts. I had to live above a stable for the last 5 years. Horses are bad enough.
Yeah, but
What?
ghosts can speak to people. Maybe I don't know.
What's wrong with horses? Quite like horses.
They're just loud, aren't they?
He can't speak to horses.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry.
You'll open the bottle.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll just sort of twist the wax. Get it off.
Okay, so
I'm standing
you're gonna
over-
stand in next to the door that is slightly ajar. That apparently leads to a pantry or kitchen area, and you open the wax.
I'm gonna cast.
You
Sorry.
open the wax.
Hang on, this is not to spook you out. I'm just gonna cast a light right next to where you are, so you know
Yeah.
you get some light you can see because he's got the light.
Yeah, 4 globules
Yeah.
of light, kind of like, boom, 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 and they look quite spectral.
You've seen this
Ghost
before.
baby.
You remove the wax. This one doesn't crack. This one has managed to hold somehow, so no oxygen has come in. And as you finally remove it, you cut the wax essentially. You remove it.
Clean
It smells
glass.
like wine.
Oh, it
Smells like
pretty good though.
nice wine.
And pour a bit into the glass.
Pour some into a glass. Yeah, smells good.
Okay. Try a bit.
Okay, you try it. It's tasty. You don't have a lot of experience with wine. In fact, I'm going to say that you probably had once or twice in your entire
We
life.
had the best wine in.
And then you had the best one.
Yeah.
And
So you're like, it's not as good as the one you had last night, but still pretty good.
Yeah, this is pretty
You're
good.
spoiled.
Do you want to try a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we only got one glass, so good job. Niall's not here. Oh, he's his own glass, I suppose.
You're drinking. It is actually pretty good, and you know that what you had last night, it's extraordinary. This one is actually quite good. It's on the upper end of the scale, not as crazy, but
Yeah, it's not bad for silver wine.
from beyond the door where you are.
The door I'm looking at didn't move up at all.
Nope.
Okay, I think it's further than this. I think it's beyond this door. If I go through this door and then you find another bottle of wine, and maybe let's all go through this door first, and then we'll go look
Just
for another
pour
bottle.
this bottle of wine into the cup.
Let's save it for a
Oh, we open it now.
spell. Yeah, but
Can I try it a bit because
Yeah, I mean, Joe, have some.
I'll try it and then I'm gonna go join Millicent
Okay.
with a glass.
You try a bit, and then you go
Yeah,
join,
that's
and
brown.
you all move there. The door is ajar, it's dark inside, you can barely see the globules of light illuminating a bit. What appears to be some kind of pantry that has shelves and cabinets inside. Just, the angle you can see.
Millicent, do you want to partake?
She doesn't drink wine.
I think
very much.
I'm okay.
I'm sorry.
What if the ghost gets offended that you didn't drink the wine?
Hello, Liv, or other person.
Sinog, maybe?
What's it?
Yeah, Sinok. Is anyone here? I keep hearing noises and we're friends. Nothing.
What's in the pantry? What can we see?
Well, the door is ajar,
Oh.
and Millie's in the way.
Millie, do you want to open the door?
Okay. I'm gonna open the door all the way and then just
Okay.
walk in.
You go, hit something when it's about this open. Near the ground or something behind it.
If I feel the other side of the door, is there a door handle on the other side?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast light on that door handle.
Okay. You now see better, and also the glows of light were kind of illuminating a bit through the opening. It's an absolute mess in here. It looks like mice and rats have got into everything. There are feces that you immediately recognize as like rat feces, and food, like half-rotten food, strewn all over, strewn all over the floor. And the cabinets appear to be in good shape though. They're kind of like open, but you imagine they only need cleaning really. They're not as broken as the rest, but there's rats have been everywhere in this place. And you see a further door behind that, and that one is also ajar.
I think I know where the door is. Right, so order of business, we need to make them do that noise again. Maybe it's the next door, I don't know. And Genhorn needs to come in here and make sure the rats aren't near me, because if they
Alright.
surprise me, I'm not okay.
So I just walk up, start
Open the door all the way.
pushing on the door.
What's blocking
It
the
doesn't
door?
seem to open. I'm gonna look at the other side of the door. So what's blocking it?
Okay, appears to be some kind of like flower, like sack or something, but it's strewn all over the floor and rotten, and it's full of like rat feces on mixed with the flour. It's just there. It's not very big. It's maybe this tall and this wide, but it was blocking the door.
Okay.
You can push it. You can push it past the. Sorry.
I kicked his foot. Thanks.
No. Well, we're just we're just gonna. You're gonna open the door and push through.
As far as I can. I guess it won't go all the
Okay.
way because it's flour.
Yeah, you move it, and then eventually it kind of like falls to the side, out of the way of the door, and then you can open it all the way.
This place really needs some cleaning.
So maybe it's this one. Maybe we should just go through like real quick, because if we do it
Okay.
real slow and real creepy, we'll
Well,
like if
well-
ghosts come up, we'll be like real scared.
The light's on the back of the door now.
Oh shit. Does anyone have anything to?
Well, I've got this light.
Sure. I'm
Okay.
gonna walk over to the shield again. Cast light again.
Oh, thank you. That's better.
Okay, so you look at the kitchen door. You cast light
So it's on his shield again.
on the shield, and you go there and open it, or
So we going for this?
Yeah.
I mean the pantry
Yeah.
already is
I'm
quite.
gonna walk over. I'm gonna open that door.
Okay, you open the door. You see obviously what is the kitchen. So this was all from behind the bar. You have the hatch leading to the basement, to the cellar, the door to the pantry, and then further in another door leading to the kitchen. And here, everything is appear to be in relatively good shape, better than the rest of the tavern. But you see a hearth, which was essentially used to cook here, as opposed to just for heating, and it is quite cracked. You might guess that it might need repairs before you put wood there, because otherwise it's going to leak smoke everywhere. And there is a chimney from the hearth that goes all the way up, presumably through the upper floors, because that's how you heat upper floors with the fire in the lower one. And you think there are stains or marks in the walls that appear to be trails. And as you put the shield in, you see what looks to be maybe trails of blood, like little lines. You know, like when it's raining in a window and you see the trail of a drop of water.
Is this animated? Is this
No, it's not moving. It's just like that.
Right.
Yeah,
How fresh is it look?
it's not recent as far as you can tell.
So like it's coming from somewhere, like it's dripping through from the floor above or something?
You look up, and it appears to be falling in the past. It has fallen from cracks in the stone, and you follow it, you illuminate, and then you soon find what appears to be a pool that has dried in the ground, and there's something written, or like with a finger tracing the blood.
What does it say?
Anyone speaks Elvish?
I think I speak Elvish.
Yes, of course.
No, I speak Elvish. I
You're
think I speak
disappointing out.
Elvish.
Yeah.
I do.
You look at it and you immediately recognize this is a form of High Elvish runes, and it says, "Release me."
Dear.
Release what?
Release the dead elf, the unhappy elf.
How do we release them?
Well, I guess we need to find it out.
What does the blood say?
It says release me, and it's written in Elven, so I can only presume it could have been written by that unhappy elf in the portrait.
Does
Like,
the
ghosts are sad.
What?
Like ghosts are sad. Like this ghost isn't going to be our friend if he wants to be released.
well, it might be. He just wants to be released from whatever's keeping him here, maybe.
Where's the blood coming from?
Or
Is it
it's
sipping from the-
stone.
From
Bob.
like cracks in the stone, not from the roof, in
Oh,
the wall. In the wall.
Do you reckon he's in the wall?
Possibly,
Releasing from the
yeah.
wall?
Has anyone got like a hammer or anything?
What is this place is so
Can I
strange.
borrow your crowbar?
Not to smash down the wall, no.
I'm just going to try and pry a few bricks out.
We need these bricks.
You
It's
hear
our house.
from outside. You are inside the kitchen, and from the entrance to a trap room, you hear.
That'll be our friend Volo.
Hello! You guys here?
Oh,
Door's open.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
that's yeah.
You didn't mention the blood.
What blood?
I'm just gonna go get him.
Hey, before you go, can you just tell him the ghost that we're friends?
Because what?
He's like an elfish.
I can
guy,
speak.
right?
I can speak
Oh,
Elvish.
if you
Yeah.
just tell him we're friends and then we'll go.
I'll just say in Elvish, like, we're friends. Hello,
No, no,
we'll
no.
try and help you out, but we don't really understand how to help release you.
Okay, you say that out loud. The echo in the stones bounces back
Yeah,
into your ears.
I'm going to try and get all these bricks back. Does it look there's any loose bricks on the wall? Or?
It is a very heavy stone, because this is the foundations, essentially the ground floor. There wouldn't be bricks here, but actual pieces, almost like cobble.
Does it look kind of like, not an engineer, but does it look like it's like load bearing these walls, or is it more?
This, you can imagine that the except for the wall that leads back to the pantry and the tap room, this wall that you're looking at, you calculate that will be it's leads to the outside, so it's the same wall as the outside of the tap.
Okay.
It's an exterior wall.
Oh, because the stairs go up, don't they? There were stairs at the front of the tavern that we walked up.
Yeah, there's
So-
a bit of a just slight elevation.
Is there any knives in the kitchen or something?
No, no, there are no utensils at all.
I've got no way of getting into this wall. I don't really.
Let's go see Volo and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
I went to open the door.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
it was open.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, as soon as you come out of the pantry, so back into the bar area, you see Volo there holding what appears to be a big scroll case. And he's kind of standing in the middle of the tavern room. Ah, there you are. How do you find the place? It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, great is one way to put it.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. Look at what I have. I spoke to the magistrate. I managed to get you the surveyor's maps of back in the day. Look, and can you remove some of the dust here? This is nice parchment. Go ahead, go on. Yes, okay, that's enough, And he kind of grabs a big piece of parchment and goes, okay, let's see what we have here.
Really? What?
So, this is the entrance to the tap room.
That's not speaking.
This is the hatch where you went down. The pantry. For some reason I thought that was the door. Apparently it's all connected. Oh, yeah, well, the kitchen that has another door. I forgot about. I was too immersed in the heart with the chimney. The main heart with another chimney, and as you can tell, this set of stairs is the one that goes to the upper floors that you can only be accessed from the outside. And in fact, you could tell, and this is what Volley is going to tell you. So, you see, you can tell that there are no stairs leading up to the top floor. This is because when this was converted to a tavern from the orphanage, that was closed off. And that L shape there, they left the stairs outside, so there will be no connection between the tap room and the house upstairs. So you need to go all the way around the tavern, the building, if you want to go outside and upstairs. I don't know why I changed my brother's voice. And he goes, yeah, so that stairs goes to where Genkor is, the second floor up there.
Doesn't seem to be anything strange about the kitchen.
And this is where the fresco is.
A weird hidden wall or something.
I think we're in. I'm going to see if we can get in the. Actually, it'll be chained. Could you come and help me open the floor upstairs? I want to see if the blood's coming.
Oh, yeah, sorry, and here's your deed.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's again of the Furbolgs. Keth of Icewind Dale. Okay. We'll have our voter date, Millicent Ferngay, and now within Winter Garden.
Well, actually, if you look at this floor plan here, you'll notice that by the looks of things, the kitchen doesn't actually have an upstairs part to it. This wall seems to end here. And there's windows that look out over what is presumably the roof of the kitchen.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, I'm gonna go that door, the kitchen door there.
Yep. It's bolted.
That goes to the outside though.
It's kind of like a service door.
Okay.
Yes, it's a service door where you would presumably get in supplies and whatnot.
Let's just having a quick look at this floor plan as well. I'm interested in this area. If we're going to divvy it up.
Dig what?
If we're going to divvy up the rooms, I'm interested in this one. I don't need the master bedroom, I don't need that much space.
I would
There's
like...
that place there.
There looks to be a little...
There's a tower.
Yeah, a tower that goes up to a small little room.
Turn out bedrooms.
Well, there's a bit of a balcony there. I could make a garden there.
Yeah, you can have the den if you like.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Probably got a big bit of space.
Yeah, I thought, I mean, there's not a lot of beds around here that are like football size, but I've been hearing about these things called hammocks. Thought I might give that a try.
Winter, they're great.
So kind of common. What about you, Millicent?
Wait, what? I was reading the thing of writing.
Well, we're just looking at the floor plan, seeing where where we best to situate ourselves. There's a master bedroom still up for grabs, which seems to have its own private room connected to it.
There's another.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Where are the ghosts?
There's also an attic room.
We could probably set up the brewery stuff in there.
And you can
Well,
see that the
you got it.
garrets are not connected to the turret.
No.
The turret, you need to go through the 3rd floor.
It might be quite interesting. So there's another bedroom down here on the 2nd floor. What are we saying? Now Withen's not here, so he doesn't get his
We'll give him that one.
first choice.
I think now with him, we'll definitely want one with a private bath. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
Well, that means he has to have the most.
There's 2 of those. So there's that one over there.
This is my room.
I honestly don't care. So you get to choose.
I mean, we can sort this out later. I think we need to release the spirit of this.
What spirit are you talking about, my friend?
The elf that worked here.
Oh, trust me, there are no spirits. This is the reason I bought this place, and my research got me nowhere. There's no one here.
Have you ever been in the kitchen before?
The kitchen? Yes, of course, I went all over the place trying to find
Oh, you didn't see any blood in the kitchen?
blood. No.
Would you like to go in the kitchen right now and see the blood?
Take a look, yeah.
What did you
I
do?
mean, we can show you the blood. There's blood in the kitchen, and it's older than we've been here.
Okay, show me. Sure. I mean, I can still, if I can still have my research. Maybe the spirits like you, and that's why they don't show themselves to me.
I mean, I
Well, it's a
think
spirit
they're probably nice spirits. And I
Oh
think
yes, lead me to the kitchen, please. Ha! This is. Oh wait. I mean, I may
Yeah,
need
because
access
it's,
to this place then. If I am gonna continue my research.
Well, I don't know about that.
Why don't you give me the deed for the time being?
They're my friends, not your friends. So I don't think the deed would be any good for you.
Let's go there. See what's what.
Then you owe me a lot of money.
Do we not keep the deed?
Yes, no. I was joking, of course. Take me to the kitchen.
Right, of course, yeah.
So you go past the pantry into the kitchen, and as you enter, you look. There's no blood.
God, the blood is gone. I knew it.
Of course, it's gone.
There was blood from the
I'm
ceiling.
gonna make a silent image appear right behind Vola.
Okay. Make
All
a
the
spellcasting ability check. So it is silent.
Yeah,
It's just below in there.
that's 19.
Okay.
Of a little ghost children gonna go like behind.
Okay. You can move it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes, there is no blood. And he turns around and goes, "Wah!" Crashes, goes ass first against the ground. Ah! Medicine!
I'm
Medicine!
just gonna make
I
this
told
appear.
you there was.
And he's gonna look at it.
Then I'm gonna make it like sink on the ground.
Okay. He's kind of like looking for something and gets a dagger out. Millicent, hit it with something! And then, as it disappears in the ground, oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. According to my research, that must have been an appearance of grade 2 in the spectral scale.
But this is why they hide from you, because you pull out your dagger and you're gonna try and kill him in there.
It's alright.
Then the place is haunted.
Well, if they come back again, please give me, come by Renes and let me know about it. I have to go. I have so many things to do now. Just looking around and rushes into the tap room.
Are you perhaps interested in the purchase of a haunted tavern for your research?
Oh, no, I mean, you see, for the time being, my book, this is small time spirits, if there's any. Whereas I am now dealing with bigger things like banshees and, I don't really need, you know what? I'm sure that you're gonna fix up this place, it's gonna look great, and I'll be here in opening night, along with all the other patrons. We're gonna have a great party, I'm sure. Enjoy! And he kind of steps out into the snow.
This man.
And at that point you hear from outside, oh, there you are. Give me give me one. And a kid, you can see him through the door, gives him what appears to be a broadsheet, a newspaper. He gives him some coin and goes, "Ah!" Goes away reading.
Glimpsing did it look like he was reading the Wazoo.
It didn't look to be the Wazoo.
I'm gonna go outside and get a broadsheet.
Okay. You see a kid there that saw one to one and goes, "Oh, everyone, hearken hear everything that is true and fit to bring the Waterdeep Herald."
Yo, kiddo! Can I have one of those?
Oh, sure. 3 nips.
3 nips. That's that payment
Best
I don't
broadsheet in Waterdeep.
Only broadsheet and one.
I'm gonna walk out of the kitchen and I'm gonna say this out. This ain't your house to sell. Right?
No,
I saw the ghosts in
Yeah,
there.
it's a change, but-
They're my friends now. They said they liked me.
well, I'm glad you're so quick to make acquaintances with them. I was merely speaking in jest of Ola, given that he has released purchase of this property to us, that he may buy it back at a more extortionate rate than the 100 gold each that he had promised them.
Well, I have friends involved now, so I don't take kindly to you.
Well,
You
how
jest.
about you take the
Well,
bedroom here on the 2nd floor, closest to the haunted kitchen, so
buy
your
the glass
friends
of
can
wine
come and visit far more often.
I appreciate that. No, I accept.
And there you are.
Silas,
Yeah.
would you mind taking a look at this lock on the main house then, so we can have a...
Yeah, should we all head round? I don't think there's much more we can do in here.
Yeah, that blood
Safe
disappears.
of disappearing
Yeah.
blood, which is a self-cleaning house. Let's
Also,
not-
I don't know what happened to all the wine, but it's all gone.
Did you drink
I'm drinking the wine whilst reading the broadsheet.
No, he's got the bottle.
The bottle's empty.
Oh, I had the glass. Yeah, so.
You have one more than one glass.
Self-drinking wine as well. Apparently.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have a word about that.
Anything-
Sharing is caring.
I mean, I did share it.
Well, let's just say that.
Any interesting headlines?
No, that was my concern, to see if there was anything that might have mentioned the events that took place on the yesterday, but I mean, as far as I can see, I cannot see anything.
Just gonna lean over your shoulder. What about this?
Yeah, no, that's interesting, but it's not really about us.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be useful anyway.
Hmm.
Well, what about this?
Yeah. Same.
I seem to be talking about a
One
lot
of
of
the
stuff.
gate
Yeah.
crashes.
Yeah, there's a couple of headlines. Flying snake seen in Seaward. Black, green, and nasty.
We've seen those.
Yeah.
And there's some masked criminals on rooftops. We've seen those as well. Me and Salas.
Right.
Yeah. Clerics of Lathander have got a new organ. Good for them. Friends of yours.
Why? No.
Hey, check this out. There's this Tiger's Eye private investigator. No stone unturned. Full discretion.
No stone unturned. That's lazy.
Yeah, but listen to this. Troll Skull Alley in the
Oh.
northward.
Oh, that must be that
Affordable prices.
building with the 2 cat's eyes that we found.
That's indeed it, yeah.
But no stone unturned.
I mean, we might. I mean, at the very.
I don't get the significance of what you're saying there.
Well, what I'm saying is a private investigator that lives literally around the corner from this house. He might have some information about what might have. I don't know, the rumors about this place.
Stone unturned. I get it.
I mean, it's just
I don't get it.
see if we can take out some of the stonework in the wall.
And the blood.
It's alright. Again, just a jest.
It's different humor than.
Yeah, old you.
No one knows now what will be real and which is a prank.
Alright,
Anyways, yeah, let's go check the other floors.
just gonna lean into the fire and warm my hands slightly
Yeah,
upon it.
it is going to be warmer.
Remember what I told you, lockpicking, warm hands.
There's a bit of smoke that's filling the tap room, accumulating in the ceiling. As you can imagine, this hasn't been cleaned, the chimney, in a very long time. So it's probably full of crap and things that have gone.
Pigeons.
So essentially it's not what's it called, like channeling the smoke pretty well.
Do you have any magic though to clean out whatever's blocking it?
Wait, let me try something. Like use the geocraft, just like a little puff of wind. Like puff.
Okay, so you put your hand there near the fire and go,
It's like a
and it goes, and more smokes, and more smoke, kind of like fills it.
That's a real good trick. Maybe stay off cleaning detail.
Yeah. Well,
I only took a shower yesterday. I'm stinking of smoke again.
how blocked is it?
Don't know, it looks bad.
From the outside, you saw a couple of chimneys all the way on the roof. So you can imagine that the hearth, both in the middle of the tap room and in the kitchen, go all the way up to the.
Oh, shit. We didn't ask Volo about all the things and his surveyor friend and getting all this stuff. And he's gone and.
Hey, wasn't he supposed to
But
bring someone with him?
he was going to come. Or was he going to come with him with Volo? Or he was going to come later?
Or was he just going to bring the map round?
I mean, I could try some magic up there if you want. But I don't know if I can really clear the chimney. That's a weird one.
I never owned a house. I don't know how to do these things.
What is it blocked with? Had the check sort of.
Well, I mean, now there's a fire, and the smoke is coming out. The smoke is not clearing all the way to the top, and so it's kind of like coming around the lip of the hearth.
Yeah.
So you cannot put your hand in there, and even if you could, it's all dark and black smoke. So
Whatever's blocking it is very hot.
you would singe your face just by trying to.
Maybe
look
let's
up.
put the fire out. Otherwise, this whole place
Can
is gonna
someone put that
stink.
fire out?
It stinks anyway, there's sewage in
Yeah.
there.
You're now, after having
That's
had
some-
an amazing
Yeah.
bed and bath last night, you smell like sewage and smoke.
Let's go back to the Union portal and.
I'm gonna walk out.
Folks, to
Yeah.
burn the house down and walk
Yeah, I'm
away.
gonna follow you. Let's just go to
Look
the.
outside and just sort of stamp my boots.
Can I put a fire out with precipitation? I can't remember. I think so.
I think you can, if it's a small flame. I'm gonna say if it's already like a good sized fire, I don't think you can. I'm not sure.
And then we burnt the house down.
Is that fight this
I
house?
can snuff out a small campfire.
Niall turns up the next day.
Okay, yes, then yes. So you go, and you have coals with a bit of smoke trailing out.
It's good.
That's helpful, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next step? What are we doing now? We going?
Well, Salad is gonna go open the.
Shall I put the chain back on the door here for now?
Right.
Well, actually, no. Leave it open in case that surveyor comes. If he sees the chain.
Yeah, I think as well, there's just to get the air out because it stinks.
Yeah, let's leave them open. I mean, let's leave the
Yeah.
doors wide open.
Alright.
Open for business.
So you open the two doors and it starts sucking out the air.
Maybe you could leave the windows open. That'd be better than nothing. It's like if we leave the doors open, that makes it look like people are allowed to come in. If we leave the doors open, that means that people who are going to break the law are allowed in. But let's smell out. That seems like the best way to
Okay,
go, right?
but we need to. The windows are boarded. We'll head to
No,
the
I've
board.
taken the boards off.
I'm
sorry.
gonna-
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah, let's do that.
Quickly go back to the kitchen as well.
Mhm.
Just go and check all the cupboards because we never actually really checked them.
The cupboards.
Yeah.
They're all empty.
Well, everything's just like.
Is there blood in there when he goes in?
There's no blood.
Is there's a stove area? Is it like an actual cooker or is it just like a stove like fireplace?
It's a hearth,
Okay.
where you would put presumably the like an iron piece hanging across it, and then you put the stew or some kind of grill. So you're going around.
Yep, make the way around the back.
Okay. As you turn around and you reach the stairs here, they lead up into a landing and a door on the second floor. essentially the house starts at the second floor. And as you're going around, you see from the west side of town, turning around the north entrance and then kind of like approaching you, you see a man. One second.
We're not in the house, right?
No, you see a man coming, approaching you from around the corner, kind of like looking at you as you all go up the stairs to go to the second floor. You would immediately recognize it, and you both, as Ilascun. White skin, blue eyes, tall, long black hair, kind of. He has neatly cropped black hair. Probably about mid-40s, clean shaven. He's wearing some kind of wide brim hat. And he has a pipe and looks at you all. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
You've been sent by Volo?
We're not sent by him. He's given us this house.
A house? So he finally sold them?
Well, no, he gave it to us as a gift.
Well, it's more payment for services rendered.
You must have rendered a good service there.
Oh yeah, we saved people's lives.
I'm sorry, who are you exactly?
I'm sorry, allow me to introduce myself. Name's Emic Brown.
Emmett.
Emic. E-M-M-E-K. Frown. F-R-E-W-N.
F-R-E-W-N.
Yeah, Frown.
Then you're a friend of Volo's. Did he send you?
I'm not friends with Volo, no.
You are aware of Volo.
I am the owner of Frown's Brews.
The owner of.
Right,
Frown's Brews.
So
Bear's Tavern in the North Wall.
Well, not for long.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of you briefly, actually. Someone mentioned there was
Of course.
only
it is.
one tavern, actually, in the North Ward.
Well, it is, down there on the west side of.
Yeah,
Trolls
not hard to be the
Hall Alley.
best, is it?
Hmm?
Not hard to be the best when you're the
What
only
you
one.
mean, not hard? Takes a lot of hard work to run a place like this.
How many people do you have running it?
Why don't I ask yourself first then? Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Name's Emic.
Nice to meet you.
Your name's?
My name is Genhorn. I'm a
Genhorn?
partner.
Labour.
Laver. Huh.
Keth.
What did you say?
Kath.
Keth.
Labour.
So you're
that
from
your
the place nearby here.
Is that
Yes,
your name?
I am being a
How long have you
good
known?
I
neighbor.
thought it was Simon.
Just coming here to welcome you
Right.
to the neighborhood.
That's quite exciting. Do you know anything about the ghosts in this place? That sounds.
Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, there are rumors. Lots of people talked about back in the day. This was an orphanage, you see.
How long ago is back in the day?
I don't know, maybe 50 years.
Oh, that was before I was born. How old? Is that before you were born? Oh.
I would have been 2 years old.
So you said that this place was gifted to you.
Gift is the wrong word. We paid for it with our service.
Oh, you paid for it.
With our service.
In exchange for services rendered, we were given the deed to the property.
Huh. Lucky you.
You could say that, but if you stepped inside, you might have other words.
So, what do you intend to do?
Well,
Are you
first of all,
live here?
first of all, we need to tidy the place up because it's pretty messy.
Oh, yeah. And that, my friend, takes a lot of coin.
Well, no. I mean, we can do it ourselves.
Oh, but we can't.
Nah, not really, now.
Hey,
Yeah,
I mean, if you don't mind my saying, I mean, I don't mean to embarrass you in front of my friends, but your tone seems to come off as a little aggressive.
Aggressive?
Yeah, you said you're trying to be the good neighbor, but you seem like you're in some way threatening towards us, and I mean, I
What?
personally don't appreciate it. And
Threatening?
I don't know if my friends are picking up on this as well.
It
But
does feel a little bit like, oh, you're going to open a tap house. Well, if you do, I'm going to close you down because I run a better tap house kind of feel to it. If I had to be
Well,
honest.
how do you get the idea,
I
my
didn't get that
friend?
at all.
I mean, from what we understand, it's not so hard to run a tap house, and especially not.
Oh,
for
it's
than-
a lot of hard work.
Considering the area, we've got a lot of expensive clientele.
If I
and
might
it's-
just, I'm getting more of an impression that he's trying to get a cut of our business.
I mean, I don't think he would say such a thing. I mean, he wouldn't have a chance.
You are making so many assumptions. This, you know what? Let's start over. Why don't you all come to my tavern,
For what purpose?
Florence Bruce? I'll invite you all to a nice mug of ale as welcome gift.
Inside check on nice.
Number one, nice.
My ale, sewage water.
15.
He's seems to be proud of his beer. And then let's call it an official welcome to the neighborhood.
You're most kind, sir. We might take you up on that offer.
Yeah.
How about we stop by once we're done with our business?
Sure.
Yeah, we're
Sure.
currently-
You're an edge, my friends.
Well, we're looking
It's
for
the
ghosts.
cold of the morning.
Have you heard about the ghosts that live here?
No ghosts here, my friend.
Unless sure. Can I? Is he a ghost?
Look down at his feet. Do they look solid?
Make an intelligence check.
4 plus 2, 6.
He appears to be solid.
It appears to be solid.
I should check. Should I throw a stone at him?
Sure.
Throw a stone at him just to check.
Probably best not to, no.
Look, that's all I'm saying. Amic Throne, at your service, and I'll invite you to a round. Just come by the brewery. It's at the end of the alley, west side.
Pleasure, Mr. Friend.
Scholar. So I'm going to say talk to Scholar. Is he like hanging around somewhere?
Yeah, he'll come outside with us.
Can you?
He'll stand by the fire most of the time in the pub.
Scholar. Can you smell him?
Human.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, nice dog.
Just kind of narrow my eyes slightly.
Tips the hat. Pleasure to meet you, my friends.
Do you ever find yourself in the dock ward?
I don't go around those parts, no.
Okay. Mistaken identity then. You have a good day.
Have a good day too, and welcome to Charles Cole Alley. Bye, my friends.
Goodbye, Mr. Friend.
Bye.
What an absolutely charmless man.
What is wrong with you people? I mean,
Horrible.
it was horrible, but I mean, you are on edge. You are definitely on edge.
How did you know we were here?
He seemed real aggressive.
He's-
His approach
We
to our competition.
Yeah,
I mean,
we should
competition-
definitely
let's
get
get
him
the best
down
out of
his
both
but-
of us.
I mean, although I agree with how you read the man.
No, I
What I'm
understand.
saying
I've
is-
maybe been a little bit too rash, and the first thing I think of after yesterday that we're gonna end up killing him at some point. That's maybe a little too far.
Yeah, I mean, my way of handling the situation would be to be all like, just to make him think that we're all like, oh, Bryce Hyde, oh, a neighbour, oh, thank you for inviting us. Tell us all about what you want us, the bullshit that you want to tell us, and then like,
Instead of
Sounds
saying,
ignore
like
him.
deceptive.
we're on to you. Yeah, maybe that was a
Forgive me
bit.
if I'm mistaken in this piece of information, though, but after your expedition to the Purple Palace, you mentioned that the only thing really that you got from that was that someone with a big hat was made a remark.
oh, we know the image of that guy because Zoblok made it. It's definitely not this guy.
No.
I didn't see that thing. All I know is they had a big hat.
No.
Yeah, I'm just checking with him.
Yeah.
Now it's
Waterdeep
definitely-
is a big city. Lots of
It's,
people
Are you,
No, it's not a bad shout, but no, he was a different person.
That's why I was like, how does he know about
there's
that?
one guy with a hat in the whole place.
Yeah, I've not seen another guy with a hat this whole
It's
time.
like, what's the game? Guess Who? And
Yeah, is he wearing a hat? There's only one guy with a hat!
You've seen a unicorn. Only one hat.
have you got this door sorted then?
Oh yeah, that kind of distracted me.
Do you want to give me a hand with it? I can hold the chains up.
So this
Oh,
one
I
has
just gotta get
smaller
into the lock.
chains that are kind of like wrapped around one plank. That is also there.
I'm just gonna go up to the lock with my thieves' tools.
Okay. Make a.
11 plus expertise, so 15.
You go. The pins. Forcing it with the other one. Opens.
Smoothly done.
Keep the lock.
Mm-hmm. How many locks do you have now?
4.
No keys.
Take the chain. 1 key.
Okay.
To the wall!
You go.
You get
Take the
Dex
chain
as well
out.
for that.
Hmm?
You get Dex as well for that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, plus dex as well.
Well,
Yeah.
that's 14, right? You don't.
I mean,
No,
you
I've got
get-
expertise, so
Oh,
it was
yeah,
actually
you get 17.
18.
Yeah.
Just for your little chats.
Mm-hmm.
But the roll was
Good
only
chains.
11 still.
Yeah, rolls 11. Well, welcome to our new home. I'm not going to say home until I open the doors and check if like the place is filled with rat droppings.
Okay. So as you open it, again the smell of dust and dampness as there are leaks that filter through this floor and down into the tap room. The first thing you see is the common room, and you see has a couple end tables. There is a couch that is totally rotten. The cloth is damp with the water that filter from time to time, and it's just gone and rotten. That's pretty much what you see here.
In which case, as I open the doors, your new home. I don't know why I thought it would be better than downstairs, but it's not. It's leaking.
I mean, we can get it fixed, so, that settee looks
Well,
pretty,
let's-
maybe we should start a pile of stuff out here just to burn.
It's just, I thought, maybe we'd be able to stay here before we repaired it, but it just looks like.
That's right. I suppose there's not beds in there, right? Or,
Well,
or
let's
at least clean
go
beds.
have a look, I guess.
Just push the door to the den open,
To the den, okay.
which would be your room.
So in the den, you see what appears to be a nice sitting area in the turret. It would if the windows weren't boarded up, it would have like a really nice view of the main street and the entrance to the alley.
Is it glass still?
It's all broken again. And boarded up. One of the chairs right now appears to be kind of okay. It's upright, and the other one has. The other one appears to be slightly leaning towards one side, with one leg slightly broken and kind of leaning at an angle. And there is a couch there as well, and it's also totally rotten. You can definitely tell that when it rains here, because the tower has an area that the rain can hit from several sides, wherever side is raining from, except from the side of the house, water is going to leak in there.
Oh, looks like a lovely place, this den.
Yeah, I mean this is quite good as well because
Oh,
it's
nice. Yeah.
like south facing. So if we can get some glass in here, I can make a nice little greenhouse area because it'll get the sun all
Yeah,
during the
and you
day.
get the
You
two balconies as
get
well.
the
Yeah.
sun for a lot of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
To
do.
get to my room, I'm going to have to go through the den. That's no good.
What? No, you and I.
Yeah, you go through the hallway.
You can go in. You could have. I get the plans out.
Yeah.
You could go through the hall. Apparently, there's a spare room. You could have that as well. That doesn't
Yeah,
connect.
we
We
should
can knock the wall down.
Knock the wall through. Yeah.
Right.
Just make it one big
You
wall.
can have like
Or we
a
could.
walk-in wardrobe here.
How about we knock a wall down here, and then you can get.
Yeah.
This becomes a little corridor.
I mean, I don't mind you walking through my room if you want to. So.
I think it'd be a bit weird for me.
Okay.
I mean, that's cool that you're okay with it, but for me, I think I would be embarrassed to do so.
Well, you could have the library. How about that?
I mean, I'm okay with the room if we can knock the wall down, but
Yeah.
we'll see how things go when we speak to the things. I imagine we're not sleeping here tonight because it smells pretty bad.
Well, I don't know. It's not that bad. But...
Well, we'll
There's no
definitely,
beds.
we'll definitely need
Oh,
beds
yes.
at the very least. Well, I suppose we can.
I mean, it's only like 10 o'clock or something, so.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look around this. We're gonna check the rest of the bedrooms.
Okay,
And the whole.
So
spare room.
as you open the door to the hall, you see it's empty, and there is the stairs that go up and a door leading to the spare room. And as you open that door, suddenly you hear and a flock of birds, you don't even know what type, just fly out of the window that has a broken area that is quite big. And you see that in the fireplace that is in the spare room that connects with the same chimney as the kitchen downstairs, there are bird nests. They had been nesting in the spare room, and it is full of droppings and crap, and they just all flew away as soon as you entered.
Oh, did you scare them off? Oh, that's a shame.
And the bedroom that you can enter through the den. You had to go all around the den, the hallway.
Design this place.
That seems like a weird design to not have a door here in a room.
has a rotten bed.
There you go, look. Some of you asleep. You thought there wouldn't be any beds.
And you hear, as you enter, you hear a noise from under the bed.
And it looks like by
Scratching.
the sounds of things, you've got yourself a roommate as
Wait.
well.
I've got. Hello? Is there something under the bed? We're friendly. Don't want to hurt you. Just come out and we'll
Is the cat whispering again?
try and get you some food.
Make a persuasion check.
Is it with advantage because it's a beast, maybe?
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh no.
Terrible.
20 non-natural. So
20 non-natural.
Terrible.
You see a cat crawling out from underneath the bed, and it's just, you see only the nose and the two front paws as it barely edges out, from underneath, and it's just looking at you. It's appears to be some kind of stray cat, tabby.
Oh, a tabby cat.
Hello. My name is Genhorn. What's your name? I'm friends with Bartholomew, if you know him.
So here's the thing, you can speak to them, but they cannot speak back, which is the weird thing about Bartholomew.
What about Scholar?
I think that's how it works.
Wait, how come?
No, I can understand them, but like simple things, not like complex.
Yeah, that's what I meant with Scholar. He was transmitting thoughts to you, as it were. It is like full speech, whereas Bartholomew was full speech.
Yeah,
He was
it's like-
actually speaking to you.
It's an intelligence level, essentially. Of like,
Well, you don't know that. You are now realizing that the way you communicated with Scholar is a lot more primitive, or the way you communicated with you. And Bartholomew was like talking to a person.
yeah.
And this cat is just looking at you. Food.
Yeah.
Promise.
Yeah. I'll get you some. I don't. Oh, does everyone got any food on them?
No.
I don't. Is this where this cat lives? Is room?
Do you live here?
Do you like cats?
I mean,
Sleep sometimes.
I can't find any
We're
ghost
going to be
friends.
moving in here, so we're going to be doing some stuff up. It's fine if you want to stay here still, but you might have to move while we're doing the place up a bit, while we're decorating.
You just said decorating to a cat.
It just sounded like a weird noise to me.
Has everyone got any food on them for the
No.
cat?
You've asked, that's already, my friend. We don't have any. I'm sorry.
Just carry around bits of bread.
Alright, I'm going to see if I can find some nearby. I'm just going to go, I'll be back. Wait there, I'll go and find something. Did I notice any bins or anything outside that might have like scraps or something in them? On the way like around the area, did I notice any bins or anything that might have scraps?
No. You can imagine that whatever scraps there were, the cat has already
Eaten. Alright, I'll be back. Just don't
Okay.
go near the cat, he might get a little bit agitated.
He's kind of like hissing.
Give me a couple minutes, I'm going to dash off. I'm going to go and find out the guy's tavern.
The other tavern.
Yeah, well that's the only place I know of.
Okay,
that
so
would
you
have-
start walking towards the other tavern. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
Should we just go
Keep
upstairs?
exploring the house.
So you leave you enter. Sorry, that's the bedroom.
Slowly close the door on the cat.
Yep.
I guess we'll leave that until he comes back with food.
And we'll be best friends.
You close the door.
Here's a trick. If you want to be friends with the cat, make sure you give it the food, not him. And then it'll like you.
Right.
And then he
Then
can
I
already
can-
talk to it, so
Then we can both stay in the room, and that makes sense.
yeah. That's what I do with Scarlet here. That's why he's such a good boy. Actually, he's in the common room at the minute. I would have brought him around that tiny corridor. That'd be mad.
Okay,
Plus
so
the
you all
cat.
around the
Yeah,
back
go
into the hall.
hallway and up into up the stairs.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a privy.
One question, guys, because it's 8:30, and you say you wanted to finish a bit earlier today. So do you want to take a break now,
Let's take.
eat,
Yeah.
or just continue going and end earlier?
I think just keep going and then end earlier, then we can have food. Because it's weird if we have a little break now. It's when
Yeah, it's
like,
8:30.
like half an hour. Of,
Yeah, exactly. So I say that we keep going.
Yeah.
And maybe stop at like 9:30 for dinner.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
yeah, like just call it.
Yep. Okay. So you go around the common room into the hall, and then up the stairs into the
Wait 1 sec, sorry, you guys go ahead.
into the third floor, and you arrive in this landing area where there's a private there, which the door is open, and it's basically a little stool with a hole in the floor, and it happens to be actually quite clean. It hasn't been used in a while, but it doesn't smell particularly bad, not more than the rest of the house. So you can imagine that the plumbing down into the ground floor and the sewers might not be bad. The door to the library is also open, and you can see that it's in total disarray. The ceiling has collapsed halfway. So there's a section that has collapsed, not half, but the whole section has. Presumably because of a leak that has rotten some of the ceiling and the tiles.
the
Probably
hole
heavy.
right near the back.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, exactly. Probably because of heavy snow as well. And there are 20 or so books just strewn around the place, completely rotten and wet, because this whole area there's essentially a big hole now, and the water coming in freely. In fact, there is a bit of snow that has accumulated and kind of buried a bit of the furniture and the broken like the debris and the books that are all like rotten and with mold.
I guess the first thing we gotta do is repair the roof in this place to stop all the leaks.
It'd be a nice room if it wasn't so broken.
Yeah. Next to the toilet.
Uh,
Easy at night.
Yeah. So from there's another door that leads to the private bath that has a large copper tap. It is kind of rusty and full of debris and half full of water from leaks presumably, and this water is kind of like all copper color because of the rust. And the water, you notice that is rippling a little.
Have a look in it.
As you look inside, you notice there are tadpoles kind of like swimming inside, and small frogs, 2 or 3.
Getting on way, do you could have fed one of these tadpoles to that cat?
Do they eat those?
I don't know.
Maybe we should take some down. No. Well, leave it for now. He's going to come back with something else.
How did these frogs get in here?
Legs.
I mean, we're 3 stories up.
Look around like at the window.
I mean, there's a large broken area, and rain can carry tadpoles.
Does it look like
Wind.
a tiny frog ladder?
Huh?
Is it like a little frog ladder propped up against the window?
No. the king of frogs.
Rain can carry tadpoles.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like a
think-
tadpole cloud up there somewhere.
Wind can carry tadpoles.
So watch out, like one day it's
From ponds.
how strong is the wind?
3 stories up
Just blows a whole bondage out.
I look out the window. Is there any pond?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You look.
I look at the roof of the house opposite. Is there a pond on the roof?
No, there is.
I guess open the door to the master
There's a
bedroom.
strange amount of frog spawn though.
So okay,
Fine.
so the master bedroom, it's completely empty except for a large wardrobe.
Can I open the doors of that wardrobe?
Okay,
Trying to post some now.
you open it, and you notice a single dried up pine branch in there, just in the wardrobe. That's the only thing there is.
Does it make it smell like pine?
No.
I thought maybe that they would have left this in there so the clothes would smell nice, but can't smell anything.
It's a strange thing to leave. Oh well.
I think it might be a magical pine branch.
Maybe we should just put it on the fire. Like, if there's a fire in this room, we could burn it. And
Wait a minute. What was that blood that disappeared?
what about it?
And then the other day I wasn't getting on saying like, oh, if there's anything magical around, I'll be able to know about it.
Right.
And that'd have been a good way to look for ghosts with his
Yeah.
weird magical sense.
Yeah, that would have done it.
Maybe when he comes back we can have a word with him. As long as he doesn't get distracted by all those frogs.
Maybe we show him ask him about the magic before we show him the frogs and the tadpoles and the.
Tell him we got a reward
Branch.
for him. If he does well, or we found some new animal friends for him. Then he'll do the magic and we can show him the frogs after.
He needs to go find food for frogs and what do frogs eat.
Cats, probably. It's a circle of life.
Just that. That's just that circle.
Frogs eating cats.
Cats
Cats
eating
eating frogs.
When will it end? When will this madness end?
So
It's the beauty of nature.
sorry, Genhorn. Well, they're investigating. You walk out of the out of here.
Lightly jog.
Yeah, all the way. You see here a sign. This building presumably has a door both to the inside and the outside of the alley, and there is a small sign of some kind of like jug of ale. And as you approach, you see written there in a kind of like in an arch form, Froin's Bruce.
So I pop inside.
Okay, you pop inside. There are not that many patrons. This time of the day, there's probably like 3 people there. There is a woman. There are 2 men sitting at a table having a conversation, and a woman talking to Emic behind the bar. And as soon as he, raises his head, as soon as he sees you, ha!
Hello, hello, neighbour.
Come in.
Just a quick one. Do you have any food here?
Food.
Food, yeah. Do you do food?
This is a tavern, my friend.
Is that a yes?
We don't serve food here. You won't go to an inn for that.
Where's that? Is there a shop nearby? Because we're quite new to the area. Do you have anything just spare, like a bit of fish lying around or something?
Fish.
Yeah.
Why don't you go to Failas?
Where's that?
Down with the greenhouse.
Oh, right, with the flowers.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Aren't you gonna have your drink, my friend?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of a. I've got errands to run today, so. But definitely hold back. Come back for that sometime. Once I've sorted out, the house and all that.
Sure.
Is he still wearing his hat?
Yeah.
So I head to this one, number 3 here. Isn't it?
Okay.
Such an unlikable man.
You go all the way to the one that had. So you see, there's a sign outside written in beautiful lettering that is kind of adorned with vines and flowers, and it says Corellan's Crown.
Corellan's Crown.
Corellon, so Corellon. Corellon's Crown, or Corellons, I don't know, Corellon, I guess. And inside, you notice that the 3rd floor has the greenhouse, but the 2 floors are part of whatever building this is. And you enter the ground floor. Immediately, the smell of herbs, and this is some kind of like apothecary place, and it smells really nice. And there is like shelves full of different types of herbs and what appears to be potions, herbal medicine, remedies, and you see there. Behind what appears to be a counter, you see a person that you can probably identify as an elf. You're not entirely sure. They are gender ambiguous, somewhere in the middle, and you would know that it is. Actually, make a religion check. Make a religion.
5. I don't think I've got religion.
5. The name Corellon rings a bell, but there's something about the elven religion about it, but you can't quite tell what it is.
Okay.
And then this person is sitting there behind the counter, and as soon as you enter, perks up. Oh, hello there.
Hello, my name is Genhorn. I'm your new neighbour. I'm moving to the haunted house.
Oh, you're new. Wait, wasn't that house? Didn't the house belong to Valdo?
Yeah, so we did a bit of work for him, and instead of paying us in coin, he's given us a house instead. So it seemed like a fair trade. We got a house to live in, so it's pretty good. Bit of a fixer-upper, but
Oh, very much so. Yes.
Yeah. I was told by the guy whose name I've now forgotten, by Emic. Do you sell food?
Oh, Emek. Yes,
Yeah.
I know that person.
Do you like him? How do you? Yeah, that's what I've got the same impression. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I can. Do you need food?
Well, yeah. What do you?
Why don't you go to the market? How much food do you need? To be honest, I am a herbalist. I don't trade in food here.
Well, to be honest with you, at the moment, we found a stray cat living in the house. Just wanted to get a bit of fish or something for it if you had something.
Oh, for that, okay, so for a cat, yes, I can, let me see. And they start going through like drawers and eventually they pull like a bit of, what appears to be some kind of like paper bag that has discarded pieces of maybe bread with some kind of dried meat. This is from yesterday, I never finished it, but I'm sure the cat will appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure I love it. Yeah, that's great. How much?
Sure. Oh no, that's
Thank you. Very kind.
Thank you.
I also am quite into herbalism and things as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. So are you moving into the neighbourhood?
But yeah, we should be
You're
moving.
gonna be living here.
We have to tidy it. Obviously, there's quite a bit of sewage and dust and yeah.
Yes, that place
rot
hasn't been used. Well, since Liv died,
yeah.
almost 30 years ago.
30 years. Okay. How did he die?
No one really knows, really. There was something happened. There was a city watch investigation back in the day, and eventually the staff just drifted. They all separated. The place was closed down.
Okay.
We never really knew. It was a bit of a mystery, really.
Oh, that's strange. Maybe we have a friend who might know some people in the city watch. Maybe he might be able to find more out about it.
Sure. Yes.
Well, thank you for your help.
Why don't you come, for tea someday, and we can, we can get to know each other better. I may be able to tell you the longer story of what I know about that place.
That sounds lovely.
Another person that knows about these things is Vincent.
Vincent. What was your name? Sorry, I forgot to ask. How are you?
My name is Fala Lefalier. F-A-L-A, so Fala or Fala, I don't know, Fala. L-E-F-A-L-I-I-R. It's an Elvish name. Fala Lefalier. Actually, there's a pronunciation guide here that I should probably use in this because the names are a bit crazy.
I mean, yeah, but then when you go on D&D Beyond and they've got like the thing, some of them they said them
okay,
weird. So.
Fala Lefalier.
Fala Lefalier.
Yeah.
Which is a very nice name.
Thank you.
So my friends,
Your name is.
Genhorn, yeah. My friends, there's Millie.
Mm-hmm.
What was it you're using as your fake name now?
If you can't remember, you can't remember.
The other two names escape. We've only just recently met, so. But I'll bring them to meet you sometime and they can say hello.
Oh, sure. But wait, are you all living there now?
Well, I don't know if we're going to be living there today. I don't know how much.
But you recently met.
Yeah. It sounds like quite an extreme.
Isn't this too sudden?
Well, I mean.
Shouldn't you take some time before you made these kind of choices?
Well, we've just been given a house together. Not really like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a shared deed of the house, so.
Sure.
One of them situations, I guess. Roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
One of those.
Well,
Classic, you've been given to a house of a bunch of strangers.
they look up. Sure. Yeah.
That'd make an interesting thing to watch if you were to like televise it. Right.
Well, a pleasure to meet you, Genhorn.
Yes. It'd be lovely to see your greenhouse.
Yes,
someday.
sure. You said you had an interest in herbalism,
Yeah.
so you can come whenever you want, and I'll show you around.
Oh, thank you very much.
And yes, if you want to know more about the manor, ask Vincent Trench.
Vincent Trench. Where would I find Vincent Trench?
Oh, he's the private investigator. He runs a shop very nearby.
Yeah, I think we saw something about him in the newspaper. All right, thank you very much.
No worries. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, back to you guys.
Nominative determination.
What's your name? I'm Sue Cook. What do you do? I'm the chef.
like this trench means anything. It's
It's
just,
like trench coat.
I guess.
Could be the trenches.
So you guys are back into the. You explore the rest of the bed.
Yeah, so-
The other bedroom is really plain, and the bed there is actually in pretty good shape. This bed appears to be kind of usable. This area doesn't leak as much. This area where this bedroom is, the ceiling there looks nice.
Looks like I made the right decision then. Making this
But
big room.
Solid.
it smells of mothballs and dust. And there is another feature to this thing.
A ghost.
A big green skull in the corner.
Sitting on the bed, kind of like just thrown in the bed there. There is a jointed, carved doll of a painted bard.
That's worse.
Painted bird.
Bard.
Bard.
A person that is apparently a bard because of the way they are dressed. And it has joints. It's a doll with little joints. It has a toy harp in the hands, and all the strings are broken except one.
Right, so this is your room, right?
Go on, Salas. Pluck that string.
I go and pick up the little toy. Again, I hold it up its arm and look at its hand. Does it look
Yeah.
about the same size as the ones on the relief?
Doesn't have
No,
tools.
this is like this big.
Yeah, I'll give his string a little pluck.
Okay. It's loose. It's not. It doesn't have the tension necessary to like resonate. It's
It's
horrible.
tuning.
Sit him on the mantle of the fireplace.
Okay, so you put it there with the legs extended and the feet kind of like looking out
Don't do that.
with the harp.
Well, I know what's going in the fire first.
Very homely place, isn't it?
Let's open the door to the bathroom.
You open the door to the bathroom.
Is there a full-size bed in the bath?
Sitting exactly like you sat in one of the month.
It's got you!
Yeah. So there is another copper bath here, but because this area hasn't leaked as much, it has not been filled with water. It's not as rusty. Again, it's in pretty better condition. Still, it needs a lot of cleaning. But that's all there is to it.
I'm just gonna sit on the bed.
Okay.
You feel your hand just.
You sit on the bed, and as you're doing this, all you can see is the mantelpiece and the bar looking at you.
And I'm facing the window, so What's going on?
There's no strings on me.
Yeah, seems right. Can make it operational.
Look out the windows are boarded up. I want to climb up the thingy.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? You're just following, or
Yeah.
okay?
You dance
So
the
you open the door. You open the door to the turret,
Yeah.
and there is a single ladder there that goes all the way up to the turret peak. You climb. And there is the hatch, the trapdoor. You go. And the turret roof, tiles, ceiling, whatever, you know, it has like a small set of rafters because it's not that big, and it appears to be in good shape. It hasn't been leaking that much, and there is a set of shutter doors with a single board, and there is a single chair and a painting easel.
What's on the painting?
Nothing, it's just the easel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Nice chair.
The chair appears to be serviceable.
And all the windows are boarded up.
Yeah.
Like 3.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the crowbar and ply off one of the boards.
Okay. So you go. Yeah, with the crowbar is easy enough.
And just like look out the window. Is it a good view?
It is a really nice view because this is 4 floors up plus the extra bit, and you're overlooking the entire alley. And in fact, at that point, you see Genhorn down onto the. So you're looking from here. Wait.
Towers over here.
Yeah. So you're looking that way, and you see him walking out of this place. You are above the greenhouse level, and you can see him turning. Well, I don't know where were you going.
I go back into the house.
Okay, so it's coming back. So you can see him down ground level, walking back into the house.
I quickly come down.
Yeah, you guys are waiting there at the turn.
Again, Horton's on his way back. You want to put a little prank on him?
What do you have in mind?
How?
I don't know. So quick. What if we all hide in the? What if we hide?
What if I make the cat of his appear and just like not talk back to him?
What if we grab them frogs and then we put them on the landing and then we hide and then we pretend to be the frogs like we've been turned into frogs?
And then you'll speak to the actual frogs.
And it's like,
He's really ruined that, hasn't he? It's weird. It's alright. Leave it for now. I have nothing.
yeah, let's just check out the last rooms, the attic.
So you go to the attic.
I mean,
you
can join us when we go to the attic.
yeah. So as you go back, you enter the house. You hear as they are moving about in the upper floors.
So I follow up to.
Okay, so you go up. I'm gonna say that you meet kind of there in the last set of stairs before you can go up to the attic.
Do
They're
you
coming.
guys, do you want to go sort through the cat? Or?
We're just gonna have a check the attic quick. And then we've done a sweep of the house and you're free to play vet to all the animals in here.
Okay.
Actually, no, we
Well,
didn't
there's
have
more than
another
one
use.
animal.
No. Well. What? There's some frogs. But we thought it might be useful actually if you did your little magical whatever it was that you were going to use to find traps down in the sewers that you were talking about, down in the basement, see if you can pick up any ghostly ongoings.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well start up here if you want, and
Well, I don't know how long it goes on for, but yeah, if you,
I mean, like about 10 minutes. So
that's good because I found a really creepy doll in my room as well. I'd like to know if that's going to come alive and garrote me with his harp string at night.
all right, sure.
But anyway, enough about that. Let's check the attic.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go check the attic and you see as you go up the stairs there are two doors, one to the left, one to the right, according to your map or the blueprints. One is storage and one should be a bedroom because it has a fireplace. What do you open?
Bedroom.
Okay, yeah, because it's Trollskull.
Yeah.
So you open the bedroom. It's full of junks.
That's why.
So the bedroom, it looks like whatever, whenever a piece of furniture or whatever broke in this house, they just put it in here instead of throwing it away. So it's the kind of like place full of broken junk that you don't want to deal with and don't see ever again. And the other room, the attic storage, is you open it and it has a broken window. And there is also what appears to be a small nest, and the broken window has a hole, and you will recognize this as a raven nest. So the two ravens that you saw before, kind of like walking around the tiles of the gabled roof, they were coming out probably one of these windows.
Hello, is there any ravens in here?
No
I
response.
think they must be outside.
I mean, they didn't reply to you
Oh,
last time.
Sorry, and there is a painting like leaning against one wall.
What's the painting of?
And when you look at it, it is not great, but it appears to be a painting of Trollskull Alley from the vantage point of the turret peak, where you saw the easel. That is, someone had looked down into Trollskull Alley and painted it from there.
That makes sense. When I had a little gander up there, spotted you from the street as well, coming down. There was a painting easel on the chair.
You feel like if we put the painting easel on the painting on the easel, we'll release the creature that lives here or something? head elf.
That's not a terrible idea.
I mean,
Even the,
Platinus draws here.
there's all those weird wine shenanigans going on.
Right, I'm ready to. Give me a second. Focus and start casting and cast detect magic.
You start casting Detect Magic. Okay. You concentrate and go boom, boom. And there is a single, very faint, subtle ping of magic coming from Millie.
Have you got something on you?
Huh?
So have you picked something up in the house recently, or
No.
so get closer to try? Can I pinpoint it? Or
Yeah, where did you put your
I'm gonna
walking
take my
horse?
backpack off. I'm gonna hold that out in front of me
Yeah.
like this.
yeah.
Which side?
This.
As you see there, you see the faint glow around the rocking horse,
Oh,
purple rocking horse.
what kind of magic is it?
Transmutation.
Oh yeah. This is magical. Something.
Oh, okay. Do you know what it does?
Well, it's some kind of transmutation magic, but I mean that could mean a lot of things, really.
Try and put it down somewhere and rock it.
So you put it on a surface and rock it, and it goes. It doesn't make any noise. Just and it rocks for a bit and then it stops.
Does it have any words or anything on it, or does it have any words anywhere like written on it? Or?
Make an investigation check.
Do you think maybe you just painted it purple with magic?
I hope it's
15?
nothing weird.
15.
Now who's got the creepy dolls?
It's gonna
You
use this
see-
one on.
That's actually
You see
quite
something that no one had noticed before. There is some kind of single, very tiny set of line drawings in a. You speak Elvish, you said?
Yeah.
In Elvish, etched on the inside of the rocking surface. Well, the rocking, like. Yeah, it's a surface. It's like a whole surface. It's not like two.
Is it like readable, or is it like you can speak, or is it something?
Yes, you know what it means. It means Ahnvai, which means night in Elvish.
I mean, it says say it like night in Elvish, but I actually say the Elvish. Does it anything?
Do you say Ahnvai?
Anvai.
Nothing happens.
But I don't know if that does anything. Maybe that means night, so it might need to be night time when you do something.
Okay.
It's night as in N, not as in KN.
It's Ahnvae. Ahnvai.
No, but the translation, I mean, it's the night.
Night as in night time.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as in. Well, there could be night time.
It's tired.
What time is it? Night time! You're dressed up in Renata
Yeah.
Nights.
That's it. That's all you.
Alright, well, I'm going to quickly check the rest of it. So, where was this bard thing you were talking about?
Oh yeah, come with me, I'll show you.
We're going to check out his bard statue.
Lead him down to the creepy bard doll.
The doll.
Yeah.
Uh,
Look at him just sitting there.
Might as well.
Smug.
You might as well take that little pine broom needle in
Oh
the
yeah.
wardrobe.
And what wardrobe?
Oh, in the master bedroom there was a
Okay.
pine branch just in a wardrobe. I thought maybe it was for smell, but make the room smell nice. Make your clothes smell like pine. Is that a thing?
I've not heard of it, but it's, you know, a bit of a fancier area around here, isn't it? So
It didn't
maybe
smell.
they.
Jason, get in some of the
yeah, I know. So. One second. So there is a faint aura of magic coming through the door. They sitting there atop the mantelpiece.
What kind of magic?
Appears to be transmutation as well.
Yeah, also transmutation magic.
Oh, you don't want to check that into the fire then?
Yeah, I mean, it probably won't even burn if it's magical.
Yes.
Maybe we should put him on the horse and then.
There's the
Have a
horse.
quick
Aren't you a
investigate.
magician?
What?
I thought you were able to control like magic.
I mean, you can do that too, right? Frosty boy.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we all kind of seem to be able to.
But I don't know how I do it. I thought you did.
You just. I mean, it happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a quick look at the statue.
Okay, the doll. So you look around. It has the joints. It has the string. Nothing that catches your eye beyond what Silas already like examined.
Yeah, I don't know what it is though, so sorry.
What colour is it?
It's shades of purple and yellow. It's bright. It's almost like a jester, like a court jester. You know, the kind of bars that would like jump around and.
I did hear Niall once.
With the three.
I did hear Niall once say that he might be able to look at magical items though, so maybe.
Yeah, if we're heading down south in a bit, I might take it to Zoblob, see what he says about it. Purple will make it catch his eye, and then he might be able to tell us some more. He seemed to.
And he didn't
Yeah.
tell me anything about a rocking horse, which is apparently magic.
Well,
Yeah.
you can question him about that as well. Make sure it's not going to kill your mum.
Where's this?
That's true.
Where's this wardrobe?
Oh yeah, through just across the hall.
So head to
Can
the
check
wardrobe.
I'm gonna stow the thing in my bag, the little doll.
Okay.
When I close the bag, it doesn't make like a please don't open the door.
Well, and I'm gonna take the painting from the attic.
Yeah.
Just gonna go
So-
bring it to the turret.
So you go up the turret.
Yeah.
So you go up. You're there at the turret peak. Put the painting. And you put it the boarded doors are kind of it was removed. You close it. There's a bit of wind like pushing against it. You are gonna have to put something to block it off, or it might come in as. It might like break open because of the wind. Now that the plank has been removed, you put it, and you just feeling a bit of a chill wind coming through it. You put it there. Nothing happens, except for in the distance, appears a storm is brewing.
Looked at the little hole. What's the weather like?
Well, sorry,
I looked at the open.
the hatch, well, like the trapdoor opening. Yeah, you look out. Now it's just the ladder and the.
I'm just gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna close the board.
Okay, so you grab and put it there and use the pommel or your sword
Tum,
to secure the window.
I'm gonna leave the painting in there.
Okay, you leave the painting in there. You go down the hatch. You grab it. Are you gonna close it? You close it. You keep going down.
It was a tease. I thought something was going to happen.
As you go down, where are you?
Master bedroom.
Okay, you're in the master bedroom. You're convening there, and you put the doll in.
Yeah, I'm just still in the bedroom whilst he was doing that.
Yep.
He was checking the pine branch.
The
Just
pine branch
to see if it's magical.
is not magical. It doesn't have any kind of aura or anything. But as you all convene there, you hear noises coming from the tap room. What appears to be sudden, like almost like a tide racing
Wait, from the where?
from the tap room, from down.
Oh, the tap room, sorry.
From downstairs, the voices of chattering, the tavern full of people, 20, 30 people down there, and they all just almost sounds like the yawning portal this morning, and it just rises, voices, accents, just talking. That's where
Must
we're
have
now.
spread that we're back in business.
That's where we're gonna take the next one.
What?
Yeah,
So we're gonna end it.
yeah, because he needs to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
He
Sorry.
needs to-
guys.
that's fine.
I mean, I thought because we said we're gonna finish earlier.
It's
I arranged
10
it
past
already.
9. We're gonna take it from there.
That's what we
That's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Remember to leave the door shut.
Okay. This was a slow burn of a session. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see what the next session holds for our party now that they have a tavern. Niall, hopefully back with us, and creepy talking dolls and
Oh, I would love that.
Talking dolls.
non-talking dolls and non-rocking horses and neighbors that you are yet to meet. I don't know why you think this guy is an asshole. He's
Everyone else
perfectly
thinks he's an
nice.
asshole.
He's a perfectly nice guy.
Archetypal, like annoying.
Just
evil
sort of-
guy
It's the voice you did. It's that creepy.
Yeah. I imagine he's got his eyes like partially closed as well. He's like,
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. We did. Bye. Bye.